They've been long rumored and then out of the picture for a little while. Rex and Pyra coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's talk all about it.
Block content.
What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And we have something really fun to discuss, because Rex and Pyra, as you guys know, characters that have been long rumored for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as far back as even before the game came out. Yes, these two characters, or potentially just one character, right? It's one character, but then two in one. People have really wanted these characters and kind of given up hope, and it seems like there might be a little entrance for both of them to finally, fit in with the giant cast of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's also a lot of other updates on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that happened throughout this week that people are talking about, different leaks and different rumors that have been popping up. Of course, as those final three characters are yet to be revealed, it's a new year. It feels like something is around the corner. It could be February or March, and then we'll get the next announcement for the next fighter, which could very well be a huge third-party character, as the theme has kind of been set, right? We got Min Min, which is incredible, but then we got Steve from Minecraft, and then followed by Sephiroth. So it's going to be really fun to see what the other half of the past looks like, and if they're going with another Nintendo first-party character, or if they're going with another big third-party character, or like a mid-tier third-party character. So kind of that's where Rex and Pyra come in. And I just generally think it's very fun to speculate about these things, because every time that we do, a character gets announced that's way out of left field and that we couldn't have expected. And Sakurai is just such a mastermind that he can really subvert our expectations at every turn. Also, if you're new here on Block Content, or if you haven't already, please click like on this video. It helps out the channel a lot. And check if you're subscribed. If you subscribe to this channel, there is daily content, and it's so much fun to talk with you guys about Nintendo Switch and Super Smash Bros. Every single day. And I do it with a lot of love. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode, of course. And let's dive right into things. I think someone sent me this information through our Twitter page, and I think it's super fun to talk about Rex and Pyra, because that would be an incredible concept for a character. So this is someone's thoughts. This is not a leak or a rumor or anything like that. This is just someone who puts two and two together. Very fun to talk about that with Rex and Pyra and kind of compile information, right? So here we go. Let's dive into the cycle. I'm almost certain Rex is going to be one of the last three for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Volume 2 Fighters Pass. It just does not make sense. The reason he wasn't added in was his game being too late relative to Smash Bros. Ultimate's development cycle. And then Byleth, from a July 2019 game, gets in at the end of the first Fighters Pass. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out in early December of 2017. Not to mention Min Min with ARMS, which only came out in the summer of 2017. It would just look really bad if Rex wasn't in this DLC pack, considering Byleth and Min Min got in. And that's, of course, really, very good comments. It does absolutely make sense. And he actually follows it up by saying the following. Rex in Super Smash Bros. Part 2, saying, Rex is probably the most likely first party to get into Smash, but since there's still some doubters, I'll address the criticism that they have. Min Min was the first party slot. The 6th spot for Fighters Pass 2 exists for a reason. And we got a Nintendo character every year. 2019 had the Piranha Plant, and 2020 had Byleth and Min Min. So we're gonna get one for 2021 too. Min Min was a spirit and Rex is a costume. It's different. It means Jack, because either way they can make another Rex spirit and label him as a fighter, like they did for Min Min. Plus, both missed the boat, and it wasn't implied that one of them could get in later on, which of course is also linked in these posts. Very cool, so check out Nintendo Soup, and they give some more information on Gaming Bowl as well. Fighters Pass 2 was planned, no ARMS music. If that was the case, they wouldn't have included Min Min as a regular spirit, yet they made her a separate spirit anyways. Also, Cloud Spirit would have had his proper Final Fantasy VII artwork, and we wouldn't have to wait until Sephiroth for him to be on par with the other fighters. The only reason people think this was cause of Mojang saying Steve was discussed in 2015, but that could have been for Smash in general, not just Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Either way, he's looking pretty likely to me. Any other Rex bros want to see him in? I'd love to see Sakurai do his mechanic justice. Well, I actually agree. If I read this information correctly, this user is essentially saying, well, a lot of other characters got in, and all of those characters are essentially adhering to certain rules, right? The rules that say, well, Sakurai had this post, right, where you're getting a Rex costume because there wasn't really time, the game is too new, we couldn't include the character. But then, of course, characters from ARMS are getting introduced, and different characters from other franchises like Fire Emblem Three Houses, which totally would make sense, right? They want to promote that kind of a game. So, is something like that coming up? At this point, it's kind of hard to know because they want to be actively pushing these franchises, right? And with Final Fantasy, it would kind of make sense. If you look at Sephiroth, that absolutely promotes the new game, the Final Fantasy remake game, and also if a sequel comes down the line, the part 2, then Sephiroth would definitely have a huge role there, and then thus having him in Smash Brothers would make sense. Then with Steve, I mean, Minecraft is ever popular, so that keeps growing, but with ARMS, it's a kind of strange situation. Right now, there is no real ARMS 2 on the horizon, so we're gonna have to wait and see if that actually connects to anything. So for those 3 characters, there's a little case to be made, but generally, I think there has been enough time passed to accurately do justice to Rex or Rex and Pyra in the game. It would make sense for them to kind of hold off and wait a little bit, but it's also strange to hear that Sakurai has already mentioned the character by name. There's already content like me costume content, so will they actually do this, right? Will they go back on their word and then include a character after and say, well, just because we have more development time, we're doing this DLC, we actually have the time to invest in the character, so let's actually do it, which would then make sense. But that would open the door to a lot of other characters that have made their debut in the past couple of months, in the past year, and people would then, of course, open the floodgates and talk about different characters. So Sakurai can't really win in this situation, right? It's either people, letting people down or disappointing another group of the audience. So I'm generally really curious what you guys think of all the news of today and all the information regarding Rex and Pyra. Let me know, and of course, if you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, well, do you actually want the duo to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Let me know, I'm super curious. And as for previous comment question winner, our answer actually comes to us from our very own user, the Bradley Sprinkle, the one and only. Honestly, this really sounds fake. I think the most realistic parts from this fake rumor are limited time Metroid Prime trilogy, Smash Bros. Fighters 9 tease, but from a different game series, and PvZ port. I really don't think that Nintendo would want to put a panned, poorly performed 3DS Metroid reboot on the Switch. I personally would love to see the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Switch since I never played the original games, but I just don't want it to be for a limited time only like Mario 3D All-Stars. I have too many games on my wish list that I can't afford to have another one be a limited time release. So Bradley, thank you so much for your comment, and it's very insightful. I think that if I think about those limited releases that Nintendo has been doing, it is a bit strange, right? It really forces the consumer to make a purchase, and you're very uncertain about the future of your purchase because everything's in the cloud, and you're just not on great footing there. So I am not a big fan of those limited releases. I think that Nintendo should really reconsider what it's doing to their customer base and what it's doing to, marketing as a whole. But maybe it really works out for them, and maybe they make a lot of more money doing it. So I could totally see them continuing if that's the case. But yeah, there has been fan backlash, and I really want to make sure that we have our voices heard as well. It isn't really that consumer friendly, if I can say. So thank you so much for sending in our comments, guys. These are always a ton of fun to read through. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats you guys sent during live streams. You guys make block content possible. So if you want to have yourself created in block content style, join me for a live discussion, or even have your own ideas become animations, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you are not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun that you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner, but there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!